Well, the popular diabetes turned weight loss drug Ozempic continues to make headlines for various reasons. From viral videos like Ozempic to Costco offering Ozempic prescriptions, and now there are concerning potential side effects. Some wonder if there's thoughts of suicide related. Well, it's prompted a New York City Council member to introduce a bill that would require the city health department to release information on the consequences of off-label use for weight loss of prescription drugs. So, what do you need to know? Let's set the record straight and ask the expert. Joining me now is Dr. Natasha Bhuyan, National Medical Director of One Medical. All right, Natasha, I want to talk about some of these trends that we're seeing. In fact, one of my friends was asking me, can you look into this?
Yeah.
This thing called Ozempic, that's been blowing up all over social media.
All over social. So Ozempic, it's this idea of taking a blended smoothie drink with oats, lime, water, and cinnamon, and drinking that as a supplement to replace some meals. And what we're finding is that that is not a safe way to replace your meals, because the idea is the oat has fiber, it makes you feel full, the lime makes you feel full. So when you drink that rather than eating, you're only consuming about 140 calories per meal if you drink that. The problem, though, is it doesn't have the nutrients that you need. It doesn't have healthy fats. Yeah, there's no protein, there's no healthy fats. And so people are rapidly losing weight. We caution against it. The other thing is, I do tell people, when you rapidly lose weight, it actually leads to this yo-yo effect where the next time you try to lose weight, you actually decrease your basal metabolic rate. And so it gets harder and harder to lose weight. So rapidly losing weight, not a safe way to go. Got to do it slow and steady. And Ozempic is not the right approach. The other trend we're hearing about is budget Ozempic.
Yes, what is this?
Budget Ozempic all over social media. It's actually going back to these old days. People are using laxatives and stool softeners to lose weight. And actually what it ends up doing is you lose water weight, you lose electrolytes, you're not losing fat. Because by the time that, these products get to your colon, your body has already absorbed the calories. And so again, abuse of laxatives, we are really discouraging, but we're kind of seeing this boom because we're seeing an increase in prescription medications like Ozempic. There's a little bit of a craze now where people are trying to lose weight in all kinds of different ways that are not always safe.
Yeah, the budget Ozempic sounds a lot more dangerous than the Ozempic for sure.
Yeah, and the Ozempic is fine as a supplement, but it's not good as a meal replacement.
Right. Okay, a lot of times we hear the term GLP-1. Explain what that is.
Yeah, so GLP-1, it's glucagon-like peptide 1. So it's a class of medications that were initially intended for diabetes, but we found that people lost a significant amount of weight on them, 15 to 20% of their body weight. Now, this is pretty revolutionary because other weight loss medications in the past, you would lose 5 to 10% of your body weight. So this is a game changer. So now there are some products that used to be used for diabetes. The FDA has approved some of them for weight loss.
Like Wegovy.
Wegovy is one of them for weight loss. There's another one called Zepbound. Meanwhile, medications like Ozempic and Mounjaro are for diabetes. But the bottom line is that entire class of medications, they're all GLP-1s. The way that they work is that they slow gastric emptying so you feel full sooner.
Oh, okay, got it. So the whole GLP-1 is just like the umbrella of all those.
Exactly. All the different medications.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get into Costco. That was in the news. That made big news just recently that they are going to offer Ozempic in their pharmacies. So what do we need to know about that? And can we really save money?
Well, read the fine print, because what's going on is a lot of different organizations are offering weight loss programs, which is great because I know that this is so important to so many people. The catch is many of those programs don't cover the cost of the GLP-1 medication. And the prescription cost is often $1,000 per month if it's not covered by your insurance. So for a lot of people, you can actually go to your regular PCP and get those prescriptions if they deem that it's appropriate for you. The other thing is there are some weight loss programs that cover the cost of medications, but they are compounded versions of the GLP-1s. They're not regulated by the FDA, they don't work as well, and we don't know their safety profile. So I think there's other ways to save money with discount programs, coupons, all kinds of things. I've also had several of my patients that they go and they lobby their HR team to get benefits and coverage for these GLP-1 medications. If it's covered, it's great. People are able to afford it. If it's not covered, it's usually $1,000 a month.
So expensive. Okay, talk about the side effects, because that's been in the news a lot too.
Yeah, so every single medication out there has risks and had side effects. Every single one. GLP-1s are no exception. So we know that some people who take GLP-1s, they'll get some GI upset, some diarrhea, nausea, vomiting. There's more serious risks. People can develop pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas. We've also seen in rodent studies thyroid cancer. So rodents on GLP-1s have developed thyroid tumors and thyroid cancers. We haven't seen that in humans, but we don't know what the long-term consequences are decades over decades because the product has not been out in the market for a long time. And then the reports that we're hearing now is people are losing their hair. That one doesn't surprise me because anytime you lose weight, there's a change in hormones and you might shed some hair when you lose weight. But all of these, we're investigating all the side effects and consequences of these new medications.
Right. Okay. Oh, so interesting. We could go on and on. That's another subject. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Natasha. So now it's your